What's up, guys? So today we are doing a how to kickless tutorial. Oh, huh. Where'd the Mustang go? That's weird. Anyway. Alright, so today we're going to be learning one of my favorite tricks ever, and that is a kickless. Okay, so there's a few tricks you should learn before you start trying to learn kickless. So the first one is a double tail whip. If you can't double tail whip, you have no business trying to kickless. It's literally two tail whips in opposite directions. The second one is a heel whip. Same thing with heel whip. It's literally, since it's both directions, one of them has to be a heel whip, whether you're starting heel whip or ending heel whip. The next one that you probably should learn, but it's not required, is a finger whip. Some of the steps in learning a finger whip are super useful when learning how to kickless. So let's get into the actual tutorial. The first thing that you're going to want to do is nail the motion of how to kickless, how to rewind the deck without actually kicking it. So whip rewind and heel rewind, also like finger whip, is not something that's required to do to be able to kickless. I learned how to kickless before I learned either of those. So you're going to want to do a heel whip and bring it up. And then you're going to want to use your right hand to push the fork that way. That will send the deck into a tail whip. I'm goofy, so I heel whip to the right, I tail whip to the left. If you're regular, the same concept is going to apply. It's just going to be in reverse. So then you're going to use your left hand to push down, move the fork to the right, and then I'll spin it into a tail whip. So for everything that I say, if you are regular, you're just going to have to reverse it. So I use my right hand to push the fork to the left to spin it back into a tail whip. So a trick that I think is absolutely vital to learning how to kickless is a hip whip or a muscle whip or a show whip, whatever you want to call it. It's this. Effectively, it's a no-footed can-can to pull up muscle whip. So you pull the scooter up to about just below your hips, maybe mid-thigh, and then you use that right hand to force the fork down into a tail whip. So the motion for that is up, down. This is where that finger whip knowledge comes in. Same thing applies here. So now, once you get this one down, we're able to pull up the deck and spin it into a tail whip. You're just gonna want to heel whip on the way up. And that's how you form the kickless. Next step is actually trying the kickless. By this point, you should be able to do the motion on the ground. You should be able to kind of get it to come back to you. And you should be pretty comfortable with this formation. So next, you're going to want to go out of a quarter pipe that you're comfortable, or you can try it on flat ground like I did. You're going to want to pop off of your back wheel. So you're going to want to pop off of your back wheel like we talked about in the Bri flip tutorial, which if you haven't checked out, link in the description. So you're going to pop off your back wheel. You're going to hang your front foot off of the edge. You want about the ball of your foot, this part of your foot, to be on the edge of the deck so that that gives you ample force to kick. So watch as I do one. Look at my front foot as I kick it. I'll have a lot of power because of my foot placement. Once you get all of those steps, you should be able to get into the air and form the kickless and probably land either 2 feet close to the deck or 1 foot onto the deck. After that, it's just kind of a commitment game. Once you learn how to commit to the trick, it's one of the easiest things that you can throw, catch, and land. As hated as this trick is, it's so popular because of how easy it is to catch. It's not scary to throw over the gap because if you mess it up, it's all the way out there. You're able to knee slide out of it. Once it works, you're able to catch it, spot your landing. It's super forgiving. So we'll do a few kickless combos. Kickless is a super huge fundamental trick in park scooter riding. Kicklesses are on the same tier as finger whips, triple whips, bri flips. They're all kind of on the same category of trick. They're all about the same difficulty. If you can do any one of them, it's super likely you can do multiple of those. So I'll kind of do a line of all three of those to show that they're about the same difficulty. We'll start easiest to hardest. Finger whip, kickless, triple whip, bri flip. That's the order that most people learn them. I learned bri flip and triple whip reversed, but I did learn kickless before either one of them. So there's how to kickless. If you have any questions, comment down below. I reply to all of my comments, or you can hit my Instagram up, DM me, ask for more personalized advice, and I got you. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.